Alright, you can see here we're getting ready to go into our tent that we have set up for our pilot mill and refining. We have a 9,000 watt generator that we're running our power off of here. Still waiting on Avista Power to come out and get our power drop in, so we actually have mainline power here. Hopefully we'll have that within the next 45 to 60 days. Alright, coming into the tent here, you can see we have this pretty well set up in here for what we're doing. Have a couple of work areas. We do working with some of our wood products off this table. And then what we see here actually is a welding table. We have a high banker dredge combination setting on it. Now that'll be going out to do some testing, different sites in the area. Got our welder and our oxygen acetylene tanks here. And we have a workbench here where we can do most of anything that's odd pieces of repairs and various and asundered things here. Now over here we have some tanks set up. Now we do all of our panning here for our final product. You can see we've got some material in these pans here. And over here we have a table set up. This is where we do all of our final production work on testing samples. Everything we get out here, we bag these samples up after we've done our work here, and then we will mail off the ones that have the highest percentage of interest for us off to our assay umpires, and they do a secondary assay to confirm what we've tested and what we're seeing. And then from that point, if it's properties that we own, the decision's made by our board of managers whether or not we want to mine that or set it aside for later opportunities. And then if these are properties we're testing for other owners, then we just provide this data for them and they can make decisions on what they want to do. And you can see over here we have a recovery system set up that we use when we're doing placer testing. Eventually this table that we have here is going to have a salt solution refining system. We're waiting on for some of our components to come in on that before we set that up, but our final refining will be done right there. You can see here we have a half barrel tank here that we can heat water and some solutions in it. Anything that's non-acidic we can heat in here, creates a source for us to get hot water. We use several different types of leach here, so this is only suitable for one type. And over here we have a table set up. You can see the hood recovery system that goes over into these barrels, which are part of our scrubber system. We have fans that circulate everything back through here, and there's various and asundered chemicals and whatnot that are designed to clean what we're pumping through there and get a final discharge off of these scrubber systems that meet all the EPA standards for clean air and clean water. Anyway, back to this table, we have it set up here. We've got our Capelling furnace there, and you can see next to it a small burner, and we use that for drying out some of our ore samples and things of that nature. Now over here we have our wet chemical table. Obviously we have not finished the setup here. We are in the process of building a chemical wet hood system that will be setting here, and we'll have all of our chemical processing will be done under that hood system, and it will travel along through a scrubber, and there'll be a fan circulating this, and that will circulate and travel through these hoses that you see here and go back into our scrubber system. From there we run our leaches. Anything that's a acidic chemical leach we do inside this barrel here. Our hood system hasn't been installed over this as of yet either. We'll be putting a hood circulating system to draw all the air off of this, or all of the toxins that come off of it. And over here we have precipitation tanks. We have a pump system that will pump the solutions back and forth as we need it, and we do all of our precipitating of our leach solutions and rinsing of that product in these tanks here.